Hi guys. I am gonna just wait just a little bit to make sure this thing is working and that everyone can hear me. And hi Amanda. I'm like a little nervous and a little excited and hoping that I can make an impact and help you guys as much as I can, because I'm kind of new myself. So, okay, there's everyone. So, hi everyone. I am, okay, let me just woosah for a minute. So my name is Luisa. A lot of you may or may not know me. A lot of my friends call me Lulu. So after tonight, you can all call me Lulu. A little bit about my beginning of my journey before I get into the tips that I use for my own business to try to help me and hopefully can help you as well. I am Portuguese. I was born in France, and I pretty much grew up in New Jersey. I spent almost all my life in New Jersey. And then 4 years ago, I decided that I needed a change. My parents were moving to Portugal to retire, so I said to my best friend, let's go. So we took the journey from New Jersey and started a brand new life in Florida. And that was scary in itself. So, I mean, if I can do that and just move across state, I feel like I can do anything across states, I should say. So, I started working in a law office because I am a legal assistant by trade. I've been doing that for about 20 plus years. And when I started working in the law office, I started smelling this goodness in the air, and my nose led me to a coworker who had Scentsy on her desk. So I asked her about it. I thought, wow, this stuff is great. I suffer from a lot of migraines, so I was looking for an alternative to smell goods because the plugins weren't working. Incense just is not my thing. So I looked up Scentsy, did my own little research, and came across Melissa as a consultant and decided to have a party. Get free stuff? Sure, that's for me. So had my home party, introduced Scentsy to my friends. Everybody was just enamored by it. So I was like, wow, this stuff is pretty good. Didn't think anything of it. Kept on buying from her months and months and months. She finally convinced me. You should join. You keep buying. You keep buying. A way to get people to join your team. I was taking notes. So I didn't even tell her at the time that I wasn't sure if I had enough money to join. So while she was talking to me about the opportunity, I was on my bank account trying to look to see if I even had enough money to buy my niece's gift, which is why I was going to her again, and to join Scentsy. So when I realized I had enough funds in my account, I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. I did direct sales before, didn't have much success, but I knew the reasons why. It was a small targeted market for basically women only. So I took the leap and I said, let's do this. I was a little hesitant at first because I'm new to the state. I don't know anybody. Who am I going to sell to? Who's going to have parties with me? But I kind of just tuned that out and I said, let me just share it and see what happens. Worst case scenario, it doesn't work out, but I get a whole bunch of stuff for free. So I went and I started to share the products with the people I know best. My family, my friends back home in Jersey, people at work that I kind of was starting to make friends with. And my first, I didn't have a launch party. Not because I didn't want one, but because I had just had a home party with Melissa, and some of my friends that I had already had ordered. So I decided to just kind of share it with people, post it on my Facebook, and I had 800 in sales my first month that I had joined just by sharing it with people. And I was like, okay, this is pretty easy. So you know, I went on, and I didn't allow myself to get caught up on worrying that I wasn't going to make the money. I didn't really know anything about the compensation plan. I didn't really pay attention to promotions or anything like that when I first started, because I was just looking to make some side extra money and get products for free. But Melissa would hit me up and be like, oh my God, girl, like you're about to promote. And I'd be like, really? Okay. Oh, you need like 200. Oh, I got this. Okay, no problem. Promoted pretty much every month from April. I'm sorry. I joined in April 2016. So from April 2016, I pretty much started to promote every month, because we all know that when we first start the business, everyone is paying attention. You know, people are seeing the products, people are understanding, you know, the vision of the potential of the amount of money that you can earn with this company. So I would go back home to visit Jersey, and the minute I'd book my flights, I would start booking parties in Jersey, because I knew that was going to be my bread and butter, because I know everybody over there. So I went to Jersey in August. I booked like 4 home parties in like a weekend's time, because I really wanted to just share the products. Like I wasn't like worrying about, you know, I can like become a director. I was just wanting to share the products because I just love them. I was like a little addicted, like all of us. So I remember in September, so April to September, Akana was when I hit a dip. And I remember Becca Levi coming to visit our group, our team, Melissa's team. And I was close to promoting to director. And I was like, oh my God, like really? Like, holy cow. Now at that time, I had 24 girls on my team and about 10 frontline. And I only had about 800 in PRV that month. Not only, that's pretty good. So I remember kind of like stressing about it a little bit, because she was hyping it, and having Becca here to visit, it was just like, oh my God, like am I gonna promote when our superstar director's visiting us? So I remember being at the event and Melissa congratulating me in front of everyone on the team that, oh, I know you promoted, I know you did. Now, if you remember back then, the computers were kind of slow. So that month, the computers happened to just like crash. Like we couldn't get in our workstation. So I had no idea what my numbers were. Did I get enough in to become a director? And I remember after her presenting me with flowers and congratulating me, the next day I found out that I had 9,700 in sales. I was off by a couple of hundred. And I remember that feeling of devastation. Like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Like, I was really bummed about it. And I remember at that moment thinking, well, if I got that close, then next month, I can make this happen. Like, I'm going to get this done. Now, don't mind me, because I had to put little notes to make sure that I didn't forget what I wanted to say, because I'm like a squirrel too, and I'll be going on every direction. So I remember September ending and thinking, okay, I gave myself a week to kind of just get over it, and then I said, all right, I'm going to swing for the fence. I booked 3 home parties in October. I had a basket party out. I was going to make sure that I was bringing just as much to the table if I really wanted this for myself. Because now she got me hyped. Like, now I want to be a director. Like, I wasn't thinking about it, but then once she brought it, like, to my attention, it was like, okay, I want this. Like, I'm going to do this. and I'm gonna make it happen. So at the end of October, well, the beginning of October, I had 25 girls on the team and 11 on my front line. And setting those high goals for myself, I knew that, okay, I'm gonna get this done. So, okay, so then sorry, I get distracted easily. Hi, Solarium. Okay, so the end of October, I go and I'm checking my workstation like a crackhead, like every minute, like, did I make it? Oh my God, am I close? I'm stressing. I really want this to happen now. Like, I didn't want this to happen. Now I'm like freaking out about it. But I figured, okay, if it doesn't happen, I always got next month. Don't allow yourself, this is me talking to myself, don't allow yourself to let this sabotage you. Do you know what I'm saying? So end of the month comes, I had 2,000 PRV for myself. I was very proud of that because I had worked really hard for it and I really wanted it. And our team got 12,900 in sales. And I remember, there goes the emotions. I cannot help when I suddenly start crying, so don't mind me. I remember that moment when Melissa called to tell me that you did it. You did it, Lou. Like, you just became a director. And I remember crying so hard to her. Because here I am, new to the company, don't really know what I'm doing, but I feel so accomplished to be able to do this for myself. And not by myself, because we all know that we can't do it without our team. Like, the whole purpose to me, and I think the thing I love so much about Scentsy is that you grow this bond as a team, and you want yourself to grow, but you want so bad for everyone else below you to grow. So I ended up earning my trip to leadership in New York, and I also ended up earning the electronic incentive that they had going on in July. And they told me I had to have one or the other, and I'm like, but why? Like, I want them both. Like, I'm greedy like that. So I remember telling Melissa, like, okay, I'm going to take the electronic package because that's going to help my business. I can't read your comments because you guys are making me cry. And I'm going to still go to leadership because I'm kind of getting a 3-for-1 deal. I'm getting the electronic package, I'm going to leadership, and it's in New York, so I get to visit my family and book some parties. So I'm there. And I get to see my team, which was the biggest part. So I remember being at leadership, and it was my first big event with Scentsy, and I was baffled. Like, I was just like in awe of how amazing. Now I'm comparing it to my full-time job and all my other full-time jobs and thinking like, wow, I've never had a company close down a restaurant for the employees to just say thank you, here's some lunch. I've never had a company make me feel so special. And I think at that moment was one of my aha moments. I thought, like, I really want to be a part of this company. I want that full-time job to disappear, and I really want this for myself, because when I accomplish these goals, I feel so fulfilled. When I go to work every day and I punch in the clock and I work hard all day, it doesn't get recognized. It, you know, end of the year, when you get all this amount of fees and cases settled in my field, I don't get a boss giving me a certificate of achievement or a bangle with all these cute charms on it for accomplishing what I did. So that was one of my big aha moments. So I remember coming home from leadership And having stayed with Ashley McDonald, which she's an SSD in Canada, I remember learning so much from her and like being so hungry for anything that she could teach me. And that was when I was like, okay, now I have to become a leader. Like now I have to help my team to get to this level. But I'm still learning. So how am I going to do that, to do both? Learn and, you know, guide everyone that's trying to do what I have been trying to do. So I got home from leadership and I dived into the computer. I was at work listening to YouTube videos. I was watching Katie Farner. I was watching Jessica Villarreal. I was watching anyone that I could find that could teach me something about becoming more successful. I wanted it. So I just got to work. I would listen to all the training calls. Becca Levi has Saturday calls. I would be on those Saturday calls because I wanted it. Now I wanted to go all the way up. Like, I got this far. I'm not going to just stop. Like, now I want it all, and I'm hungry, and nobody's going to stop me. I get choked up because when I told my parents about my business, they immediately said, oh, you know, that's side business. They only speak Portuguese, but I'm not going to talk in Portuguese to you guys. That's a side business. Don't think that's going to make you money. Don't think you can quit your full-time job that gives you benefits and gives you 401k and gives you all this and gives you vacation time to go work for this company that's going to make you a little bit of money. Okay, Mom. Thanks. Appreciate it. That was my driving force. Like anyone that tried to knock me down from accomplishing what I wanted was my driving force. So my why was because I wanted it so that I could feel independent. I didn't have to punch into a clock. I didn't have to go to work and feel belittled and feel like I'm working like a dog to get no recognition for it. I wanted it. My why is so deep that it makes me emotional. I said I wasn't gonna cry. My why is so strong because I want it for myself. I don't have a husband yet. I don't have children yet. God's working on it. I really think he's working on it. He's taking a little long, but I think he's working on him. He's getting him ready for me. But I wanted to be able to become independent, to be able to work my own hours. I wanted to be able to go on vacation and visit my family and not have to worry about, well, I only have 2 weeks left of vacation, so I'm going to have to only take 1 week over here and 1 week over there. And so I said, this is my why. I want to be able to make Florida my home. I want to be able to have a new car and not worry about, will I be able to make a payment? There was so much behind my why. Like, I really took my time and thought about why I wanted this. You know, it wasn't just about the money. There was so much more than just about the money that I'm making. It was more to me about that security and accomplishment of being able to be successful with a company that actually recognizes my skills and appreciates what I'm doing for them. And so I just started to go everywhere and tell everyone about this. So in a year and a half of my journey, I've only had 9 home parties. I've had about 19 basket parties. Now, I wanted to make sure that I told you guys this because I think to what all the girls through the downline talk to me about with their struggles. I've only done one fundraiser, but it still has given me what I needed to be able to accomplish what I wanted. What gets me my customers if I'm not doing home parties? These. I am constantly walking around with these in my pouch, in my purse, in my pocket. I never leave home without this. In the grocery store, if anybody just looks at me and smiles, you getting a sample. If I'm walking down the street and I bump into somebody by mistake, they getting a sample. So I make sure that I never leave home without these. And a lot of my girls will ask me, what do you put in them? I love these little bags because if it's raining, I don't have to worry about them getting wet. I can put them on people's cars, you know, at work in the parking lot. Oops, I just dropped it on your windshield by mistake. But this is my sample packet. So what's inside of it? I'll tell you. Simple. One little sample so that they can sniff it and fall in love with it. I put my little why choose Scentsy so that they know the benefits of the company. And I just fold it up so that they see that right away. I put a product sheet so that they can see the warmers and fall in love with the quality, because there's no other company that has the quality of what Scentsy has. I don't care. I bought warmers from Walmart and it just wasn't the same quality. It wasn't. Our warmers don't burn the wax. I've tried. Don't tell Melissa, but I tried to use wax from Walmart in my Scentsy warmer to try to be cheap in the beginning. No bueno. No good. I saw the difference. The smell didn't last. So people, when they tell me, oh, I could get it at Walmart. Okay, get it at Walmart. Come back to me. I'll let you borrow mine, and then you'll see the difference. Because I know that they're going to see the difference. I know, I'm sorry with all the angry faces. I just was trying to be cheap in the beginning, you know, because I wasn't like really buying into it. The store, I go to Walmart, you know, it was like $1 for a bar. But no, I don't believe the hype no more because I tried it. So I can tell people. So what else do I put in there? I got to crack jokes because that's how I go through life, always smiling and laughing. Okay, so then I finally created a little bit of a story of the perks of joining Scentsy. So it just says up top, friends that are family, the Scentsy life. I put a recent picture of our team at SFR. I put a picture of me in Punta Cana. Thank you, Tori, took that picture. And then at the bottom, I put the picture of the 4 of us as directors for 2017, my information. I put the benefits of working with Scentsy, work your own hours, earn incredible bonuses, make lifelong friends, get free half-off products, earn monthly income, your own personal sponsor and team, dedicated consultant support team, online training and business tools, a starter kit with all essential needs, and free marketing resources. Who wouldn't want to join this company? I mean, come on. And then up top, I talk about incentives and rewards and the trips that people have earned and that I've earned. So I got to earn Punta Cana trip for me and a guest. So I was so thrilled. And I got to take my godmother to Punta Cana with me and didn't have to pay for a thing, which was fabulous. I mean, Scentsy really outdoes themselves with these trips. Like, I feel completely blessed and in awe when I was in Punta Cana. I felt the same way at SFR as well. So, I mean, my thing is, you know, for the girls on, you know, just starting out, don't convince yourself before you start that you can't accomplish it. You know, this Mediterranean cruise coming up. Don't think you can't earn it. We can't, anybody can earn it if we are working our business. That doesn't mean that we have to be working our business 24/7, 7 days a week, running ourselves dry. It doesn't mean we have to be recruiting 20 people every month. It just means that you are working your business. If you work your business, you will succeed. It's just that simple. Like, people think there's a trick to the trade. People think that, you know, you have to do all these amazing things to be able to accomplish things. No, you just have to work your business. Just that. Work your business. Anyway, let me finish telling you what's in my sample packet. Squirrel. I printed out these little things that say one-on-one session. So that's in there. So if somebody wants to book a little one-on-one session for a little sniff test. And then with the recent thing, I also have this clock is ticking with the 10% off for August. So I kind of always try to throw in there whatever's promotions are going on for the month. And then I have my business card and the scent of the month flyer. So that's pretty much what's in my sample packets. And it's not big, it's not bulky. I carry them in this lovely bag that I got from Scentsy, and I never leave home without it. I always got sample packets in it. So, my tips to my success. What time is it? Oh boy. Okay, now I'm gonna have to talk a little bit faster. Tips to my success. I don't have luck with booking home parties. I try, I ask, I get them here and there, but I'm not booking every month, 3, 5, 8, 10 parties a month. I'm not. I want to. I love being up and doing my home parties, but I don't. The plastic bags, I got a Hobby Lobby. So they're like this. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I have my little stickers that I made. Bought these at Walmart, already brown, that say, please enjoy your free wax sample. Want your home to smell like this? Contact me to order or book a party and receive free and half off with my number on it. That's it. Sweet, simple, easy. So I don't get home parties, so what do? I do basket parties. I do online parties. I do Facebook parties. I do mystery hostess parties. Those are great. Like, if you haven't done a mystery hostess party, I personally love them. I especially love them when they're not expecting it to be a mystery hostess party. So during the July flash sale, I just started to spread the word that we're having this huge sale and you should go online and you should order some stuff. And I went from 0 to 700 in the 3 days of the flash party. Why? Because I was spreading the word to my customers and to anyone else that I try to keep track. Someone that's never ordered but showed interest but doesn't have the money. I contacted them. I contacted customers that ordered online but I've never really spoken to and they don't return my calls. I text them to let them know. I had 700 in sales in 3 days just from that little flash sale. What do? On my VIP page, guess what, girls? We gonna have a mystery hostess party. So anyone that placed an order, you are entered into my drawing. So that gave me another $100 in sales because I didn't give all the host rewards to one person. I like to spread the love. So I gave 3 lucky winners because I had 3 half-offs and I had $90 in host credit. I gave 3 people, 1 each half off, and I gave $30 each one of free credit. They were amazed. They were like, oh my God, I won. I'm so ecstatic. They ended up buying their half off, getting their free product, and they each spent a little bit extra than they expected, but they all ordered something. So you cannot be afraid. Like, I never allow myself to be defeated by not being able to do a home party or whatever it is that you know, someone else might be doing. I just keep focused on how am I going to get the product out? How am I going to share it to people? And this is what I'm going to do. And then if I can't get it done, I step back for a minute. I reevaluate my plan, and I try to figure out a different routine to make sure that I can get it out. I'm going to try not to go too over, but, you know, I can't help it. I like to talk. So I spoke about sample packets. Like, when you're on an airplane, best place to talk to people and give samples to. Your stewardess or flight attendant, your captain. Thank you so much for getting me home safe. Here's a sample packet. Person sitting next to me on the left, person sitting next to me on the right. I sold 6 cent circles on an airplane in the air because I happen to have product on me. Didn't think I was going to sell them on the plane. I was actually trying to sell them at the destination I was going to. But I was talking to the person next to me about the products. I happened to have samples on me, and she fell in love with it. It's just that easy. Like, if you really just don't think so much about the technique and how to do it, and you just share it, you'll be amazed at how much you can get done when you don't try to put too much pressure on yourself. Let me see what else. Tear off flyers. Another big thing that I did at work, because my law firm is huge. So on every floor of my office building, even the floors that I don't really work on, but they're in bathrooms, at least the ladies' room. I didn't go into the men's room, but in the ladies' room, I had tear off flyers. I was gonna print them, but my printer didn't want to work tonight. But I'll post it if you guys want. I have a little flyer at the bottom. I cut the strips so they can tear off my information. Has my name, my number, and my website, just like that. I've gone back to check on them. There's things teared off, and I'm like, yes, somebody tore off a piece of my information. Little things like that I celebrate, because to me is, I don't know if they're going to place an order, but somebody saw it. Somebody's paying attention. Another thing I do at work, these. We got these. They're empty. We don't know what to do with them sometimes. They stay smelling good all the time. I got these. I put one in the back. Every fridge in my office has about 3 or 4 of these on them. And when I go back to check, and somebody threw them out, because, you know, you always got them haters. You know, them haters that don't want to see you succeed. I go back and put more until somebody tells me that I can't. So that's another little trick that I use. I use these empty containers at work. And these are brand new, but I have something on the front that says, if you think this smells amazing, go check out my website and contact me for a sniff. So that's another little technique that I do at work to try to get my name out there. Oh, old catalogs. We all got them. Don't know what to do with them. They're old. We've got them laying around the house. I give them to my friends and my favorite customers that I know would do it for me. And I ask them to take them to their doctor's office, their vet's office, their dentist's office, wherever they go, and just to place them in the waiting rooms. So I have these little stickers on the front that says, the date on this catalog might be old, but one look inside and you'll be sold. Many great products you will see. Ask me how to get yours free. And of course my information is in the back. Because I figure that's a great way for people, you know, they're sitting in the waiting room and they're like, oh, let me take this home with me. So that's another little technique I use to try to get my name out there as much as I can. Apps. We've got apps. Melissa actually was so awesome to tell me about Next Door app. It's an app that allows you to talk to your neighbors that are in your surrounding area, and you can even go widespread to more areas. Go on there, share about the opportunity, share about products, looking for a wedding gift, a birthday gift, a Christmas gift, contact me today because I could hook you up. I swear, like I want to make commercials sometimes. But that's another way to get out there. Sure, I will definitely post the labels that I use. I think I got that from somebody. I did some searching. Maybe Becca Levi or Callie had showed me that, but I'll definitely share. And don't forget the magnets I bought at Walmart. I think I've got 18 magnets, and this was like $1 or $2. Games that I play when I do home parties, so I had them laminated and I put them on the little binder so I never lose my games. I do the dice game like Melissa does. I also do the wax string around their neck. So it's basically you wear this, if anyone says scent or smell, then and you catch them, you take it from them, and at the end of the party you get to take those wax cubes home. Great way for people to be paying attention. If you don't want to use the wax cubes, you could use just the clothespins, so it's the same thing. Hi, Jessica. I can't believe you're watching. Okay, who knows the hostess? I also love this game because it's a way for people that are new to the party and may not know the hostess to get to know the hostess. So I remember playing this game once at a party, and the person that didn't even know the hostess won. That's a shame. I was like, you should check your friends, girl, because ain't nobody knew who you were but the person that did know you. So, you know, to make it fun, break the ice. It's always big to break the ice with people. Pass the gift game is another great one that I like to use. Basically, I use either a bar or a scent circle as the gift for them to pass around. Because let's be honest, people love free. I love free. Everyone loves free. Whether it's a $3 free gift or a $5 free gift, we all love it. The island game, I got that from Katie Farner, and I love playing this because people have a ball. I make sure to either have like paper plates, because then I ask them to put the plates on top of their heads and close their eyes, and then they have to draw, and when they're done, take their hand off, and then I tell them the next thing to draw, and they have a really good time playing this game. I love, love, love this game. So the island game is another one that is great. I think that's pretty much it for my games. As far as gifts for your hostesses, we don't have to overthink things. You know, as far as gifts, you don't have to give these luxurious gifts at parties to make people feel like they won something special. Any person that wins something at a party, they're happy with it. We really don't have to put that much thought into it. So let me think. So that's what I do with party games. And let me see what else. Oh, another thing that I did recently and was a huge success, my nail salon that I go to every week to get my pedis. I asked them, a little bit of a language barrier, but I made it happen. I asked them if I could put a warmer in their bathroom and in their salon and a basket of my samples for the customers. I did that. They said yes. I was like, sweet. Put a nightlight warmer in their bathroom and a regular warmer in the front of the salon. Let me tell you, those women were like, how much? It smells so good. I was like, yes. So I thought I was gonna get customers from their clientele, but like the nail salon employees were all wanting to buy. So that's another way to get your business out there. I mean, if I could find a place to get my name there, I'm gonna do it. So you have to just always try and think outside of the box. Think as far as, okay, where can I get my business? Where can I put stuff? Now, I tried that with my vet's office. Prime example. I got a call the next day from the office manager that wasn't very nice. And she's like, you need to come pick this up because this is soliciting. Oh, okay, ma'am. I didn't realize it. I was just trying to give your employees a little gift to say thank you. Let me tell you, when I went to go pick up my basket full of samples, there was about a handful left in there. They was gone. So somebody took them and used them and placed orders, because I was getting PWS orders out of the blue. So that worked. It was only there for a day. She told me to take it home, but I took it home half empty. I didn't get upset. I didn't come home and say, oh my God, I'm never going to try another office. I just, okay, that one didn't work. Let me move on to the next one. Like, I think with this kind of business, you cannot allow anyone or anything to make you feel defeated. You have to always think of the next plan, the next step, the next action, because we can easily like just kind of like plateau and fall off and give up and not want to do it. But we have to believe in ourselves. So that's what I always try to do, is to make sure that I continue to tell myself, keep going, keep doing. Don't give up on you, because if I give up on myself, then what does that say about my own value of myself? So I try to hold myself up on a pedestal, like, you are the bomb, girl, and people are going to want to buy things from you. You just got to get that out there and sell it and share it and show it and give it, and just want everyone to love it as much as you. And that comes from the passion that you show when you talk about it. Talk about the products, talk about the opportunity. When people see that passion that you have when you're talking about how much you love this company that you work for, how much you love the way this smells so good, people are like, wow, like, that is, I want to buy that. Like, she just sold me on wanting to buy this, and I didn't even want to buy it. So it's important to carry your why with you everywhere you go. Why did you start this company? Let's be real. We all started this company because we wanted half off products and we wanted to make a little extra cash. But it changes. It changes because you want more. And once you start to want more and you start to put that goals, you know, write a little dream board of what you want from this company, how much you'd like to earn a month. I went to Becca's leadership retreat in Florida. Whew. I left there a changed woman. I left there feeling this passion. Okay, I'm going to try not to keep rambling, because I love this part of the business. Like, the biggest thing for me is talking to my team. Like, I love building relationships with my team. I love being able to talk to the team and build them up. Make them feel like you can do this. You are powerful. And I think that when you are inspiring, oh, there goes the choking again. Okay. I think that when you do that, you don't think about yourself, your goals, how much you need. I need to become a director, my goal, my rank, and you're only thinking about yourself. It's not as, how do I say it? It's not as fulfilling as when you are building your team up and you're telling them that they can do it. And let me tell you, I've seen so many girls on the team that came in scared and, you know, insecure and worried, and now they're blossoming and they're going live, and they don't care what they look like. They just want to share their products and they want to be passionate about their business, and that is what's changing the business for them. It's being that positive person about yourself. It's telling people, I am successful. I am gonna make this happen for myself. and listening to the challenges of, you know, the people that are trying to help you. Like, I try to always put challenges out there for the team. Like, I want to challenge you to go live and tell your why on your Facebook, not your VIP page, on your personal page. And I want you to tell people I was challenged by my director to share my why of why I started this business, because people are paying attention. People watching, people wondering, oh wow, she's still doing that Scentsy thing. Oh wow, she's going on trips. Wow, she's having these team meetings. She's making friends. They're getting together and they're doing events and potlucks and this and that. People watching. And when people are watching and you start to post less, do less, they're like, oh, that didn't last for her. Always post about your business. Don't be afraid that, oh, this person, now I'm not saying like blow up your Facebook page with just nothing but Scentsy, but let them know that you are having fun and having your own successful business, because I think that is really important. You go to church, meet people, you know, look up events, look up, oh, Meetup is another great app that Melissa told me about. That you can find these meetups with people, entrepreneurs and whatever other meetups, salsa classes, things like that. Meetup is another great app. Write that down. Meetup, great app. Nextdoor, write that down. That app is awesome. Let me see, what else do I gotta talk about? Okay, the icky bitty negative committee always creeps into our heads. Shut her down. Tell that negative, I'm not going to make my sales this month. I can't do this. I can't go live. Stop. You are only affecting yourself and your mental capacity of being able to succeed. If we keep telling ourselves we can't do it, we're not going to do it. Pure and simple. So don't allow yourself, your mind, to defeat the purpose of why you're doing this. Make sure that you shut that icky negative committee down. Shut up, because I'm going to make it happen. 200 within 3-month span to stay active. All it takes is follow up with customers. That is huge. Jessica was my inspiration for that. Now, I'm not going to lie. I'm not really like that 3-2-1 or 1-1-3. I don't even remember what it is. 1 week, 1 month, 3 months. I don't really follow a system, but I always follow up with my customers. I always make sure, did you get your products? Do you love your products? I've had customers not call me, but they got a bulb that didn't work. Had I not called them, they probably wouldn't have said anything. They probably would go to Home Depot and get a bulb. So following up with your customers is crucial. Maybe they don't get back to you. Maybe they don't respond. Try and figure out, okay, they didn't respond by text. Let me try an email. Let me wait until there's a good sale. Follow up with them again. You have to follow up though. It is so important to our customers that they know that you are worried about them. You want to make sure that they are satisfied, that they have their products, that they keep getting their products, that, you know, everybody's busy. Everybody's running all over the place going 100 miles per hour and they can't focus on what they need to do. Your job is to call them up and to say, hey, just want to make sure, do you need any bars, or are you using your warmer, or how did you like that? How'd you like that by the sea wax bar? Isn't it good? Like, it's so important to follow up with our customers. And don't be defeated if they don't call you back. Don't feel like I'm bothering them or they're... Doesn't matter. Do what you're supposed to do. That's the important part. Think about when you go to a restaurant and you sit at a table and your waitress comes, asks what you want to eat, goes, disappears, you're thirsty, can't find her. She comes back with your food, you have to ask her for something, she rolls her eyes at you, goes gets what you need, and then disappears the rest of the night. You're looking for your check. That's not good customer service. We notice those kind of things. I used to waitress. I've done a lot of jobs in my life. So make sure to follow up with your customers. That is crucial. Gift ideas, post pictures, create a VIP page. I didn't have one until recently, and I love it. I love my VIP page. I could post my specials on there. I could post pictures and say, graduation's coming up. Who needs a gift? Christmas is coming. What you buying your boo? Things like that. Be your own self. Don't try to replicate somebody else. Don't try to be you. My friends, my family, they know I'm a little crazy. I'm not going to change that. That's who I'm going to be because they love it. So make sure that you're your own unique self, because if people, they either want to support and want to buy or they don't. But those that don't, they eventually come around. They do. I can guarantee you. I've had customers that no, suddenly, oh, yes, I want to buy. I want to try that counter clean that you had on your page, that you showed those scuff marks that you took out with the counter clean stuff. I want to try that. So maybe they don't want wax and warmers, but then they see you washing your floors with washer whiffs, or they see you using your laundry products, and now suddenly they want to try that. So it's just trying to find different techniques to get what it is that your customers want and love. Scentsy buddies. Go visit organizations. There are so many organizations out there, and just go and try to visit and do a fundraiser. You know, our Sebastian the Buddy is about to be gone. Go find a autism organization. Go find a Brothers and Sisters Club and try to do a fundraiser. You know, there's just so many different techniques. We just have to, one, step out of our comfort zone. Two, don't allow ourselves to defeat ourselves. So, I think that's it. Oh, and another thing that I do with my team, I like to be silly. I like to try to not keep it so like stressful or talk about the business all the time. I'm a Snapchat whore. Don't tell anyone. I love sending them Snapchats. I love checking up on them with Marco Polo. I like to build and form that relationship with them, because sometimes they don't want to reach out because they don't want to bother me. So it is important to do that kind of stuff. So I think that's all I've got. I don't know if I gave a lot of tips per se, but I think I was more about telling you how I did it. I didn't give up on myself, pretty much. So let me just see what else I got. I'm done. And just be your own accountability partner. Find someone that just started at the same time as you. Find people in your area that do Scentsy and talk to them about it. Marco Polo. Marco Polo is basically an app that you can send video messages, and you can pretty much like FaceTime without actually FaceTiming. So they can read it whenever they want, and then they can respond whenever they want. So it's a great way to just say, hey, just checking in on you, want to make sure you're doing good. I was just sitting here thinking about you and wanted to let you know that I miss you. And it just makes people feel important and loved. So I like the Marco Polo app to talk to my team and my customers. I also use it with my customers. So I'm gonna leave you with this final thought. Your business will only grow as much as you water it. In the end, we are only accountable for our own efforts and drive. So carry your why with you whenever you leave the house and work towards that why. Don't give up on yourself. You know, we all have, you know, not all of us. I work a full-time job. I work late hours. Sometimes I come home and I don't want to do anything. Allow yourself a break. Take a day off. Schedule in your Scentsy time. Make sure you're scheduling your family time and your fun time. This is supposed to be a fun job. This is not a stressful job. So if you just relax, and just work your business and have fun doing it, you will succeed. I promise you that. I don't know how it happened for me. I wasn't really even paying attention. I just wanted everyone that I knew to have Scentsy. You gonna buy Scentsy, you gonna buy Scentsy, everybody gonna buy Scentsy. So if you just don't think and just do, you'll be amazed at how successful you can be. I truly believe that anyone can make this business successful for them if they just make an effort. I think that's all I've got. All I've got. I just looked at the clock. Holy cow, I just spoke for an hour. I'm so sorry. But that's all I've got. And oh, and one more thing, like for me with my business, I set little goals for myself throughout the week because I work so many hours at work. I set small goals. So Monday I'm gonna take off. I'm exhausted. I don't want to work my business. Still sharing, still giving samples out during the day. But okay, Tuesday I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna print out my labels and everything that I want to put in my sample packets. And Wednesday I'm going to make some samples so I can bag them and put labels on them. And then Thursday I'm gonna reach out to somebody, see if I can get a party. And then Friday, I'm going to do nothing because I'm exhausted from the week. And Saturday, I'm following up. I'm listening to my conference calls. I'm researching. And then Sunday, I am relaxing because Sundays are meant for fun and family. That's just me. I love my Sundays. But let somebody ask me to do a party on a Sunday, I'll be there. I'll be right there. 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. So I'm just being silly now. Thank you for listening. Next up tomorrow, we got our Heather B from Jersey. She became a director in like about 7 months, I think. She's also doing phenomenal. I'm just so proud and amazed at at how great the team is doing. Most of my team is in New Jersey. I've got some here. Kind of have a little bit sprinkled. I have like 100 girls now, girls and guys on the team, and I have about 34 frontline. No, yeah, something like that. But you know, all we can do is help and guide, but at the end of the day, everyone has their own accountability to make their business grow. And please don't give up on yourselves. Work your business. Try hard. Heather B is going to tell you all her tips tomorrow. And she's going to give you all the pointers that she uses for her business. And if you need anything, contact me. I got you. I'll post the stuff that I shared on this page. Thank you all for listening. Oh, I did it. So that's it. Thank you. And I can't wait to see the next trip. Let's earn that Mediterranean cruise. What? We all can do it. All of us can be on that cruise. The recruiting, there is no technique. Just share it. Just let people see the fun you are having with your business, and they will want to join in. Trust and believe. There's no techniques. You just have to present it. If I had a microphone right now, I would drop it. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just being silly. But thank you all. I appreciate all the love, and I hope I was able to make an impact for all of you guys. Mwah. Hope you all have a blessed evening, and feel free to request me on Facebook. Love you all. Peace.